Hello, Soul Fam. How are you? I wish you nothing but joy, love, prosperity, abundance, and just an amazing day. Okay, so it's starting to clear up. I mean, it's a pretty clear day today. As you can see, it is a really clear day. And what I mostly like about this journey is that you get to wake up every day and be grateful for whatever it is you need. Know that you have it, and so it is, and so it be. So today I'm excited because there is a book I want to share with you. It's called Jan Spiller. Okay, so first and foremost I want to thank the cat. There has been a cat, and I don't know whose cat this is, but I heard it's the neighbor's, and the cat is like, the cat's back again, and she's really cute. She's really cute, but she has been, I'm just checking out her colors. She's gray and white, and she has like these beautiful gray front legs, and her back legs are white, so when she walks it looks pretty incredible. And I just want to give a shout out. I just want to give a shout out to all of you today, but mostly just here I want to do a little chit chat with astrology. I know that we have been doing the shadow work, and sometimes when we do the shadow work we have to give ourselves time to get some rest, and this is where our guides is reminding you to call on that extra protection as you need it. So as always, you can call on to Archangel Michael and just ask them, your guides or whoever your guides you're working with, just ask them to put a blue light over you for extra protection. And so it is, and so it be. So I'm out here today in this beautiful sunshine. It is a little warm, so I'm going to put my hat on. Okay, and as we get ready for Taurus season, let us be mindful of the energy of this particular season. So not only are we releasing and letting go, but the next few months are going to be filled with a lot of grateful attitudes, a lot of like stellar performances, like just getting out more and feeling good. Oh my God, I accomplished that. Oh my God, somebody help me with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's like, of course, this is what, like, if you're working within the Course of Miracles, this is where, if you don't have that book yet, I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. That might be something that, you know, you may want to hang on to. Or if you know someone who has that book, ask them, can I borrow that, you know, stuff like that. So anyways, so I brought out Jan Spiller. She's the author of Cosmic Love and Astrology for the Soul. And whenever I do any readings or anything like that, you know, you really just want to do whatever makes you feel comfortable and relaxed. And then call on your guides and just say, do you mind if you can confirm that energy so that I can take that next action or step? So just getting a little bit more comfortable. Sometimes it could feel like you're getting comfortable, but then you also realize that you have this natural act at what you're doing. So if it's coming up again, then this could be a reminder to go work on the sacral chakra. Okay, so this is what our guides are reminding us. And yeah, and so it is, and so it be. Okay, so first and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle some cards from Moonology. I know, did you guys see that full moon? Did you see that full moon? How beautiful? Oh my god. It was beautiful. So beautiful. So anyways, okay. So we have first quarter moon in Gemini, so speak your world into being. So, first quarter moon in Gemini, this is where, speak your world into being. So, again, what is it that you're working on, right? And then ask during these conversations, not only how do I learn to let go and release onto those things that are no longer serving me, but it's an understanding that we also have this trinity of love. So it's like, oh wow, I met this person, and this person has really shown me so much more space and openness so that I can continue to do what it is that I need to do. So sometimes you bump into people and they will also help you bring more grace and satisfaction into what it is you're needing to know. Okay? So speak your world into being. So you might want to write that down into your journal. Speak your world into being. First quarter moon in Aries, so step into your power. So there was something that you have been enjoying. So if you look towards the last 2 to 3 weeks, what have you been enjoying the most? It feels like freedom. It feels like new thirst. It feels like a new go-abouts, new ideas. So this is the universe showing you exactly, you see? You did it. You did it. So in the present moment, it's I am, and you continue to move forward through those other breakthroughs that you're having. And this is where you could be taking a huge shift even further. So just letting go more and releasing, more. Let your fears dissolve over this. Just let them dissolve. Give them to your guides. And don't forget to say, guides, thank you for just thank your guides, thank your guides, clearing out any energy and space for you. Remember to ask them to say thank you for continuing to send golden white light to all beings 1,000 times over with gratitude and thanks. I thank you kindly. And then move forward. And then thank thank whoever you want. So I feel like this is going to be a really good time to go around and just letting those people know, like, thank you. Like, really, thank you. Like, sometimes we have a special connection and we just realize, we did that, okay? But it's also reminding to stay unique and grounded and do whatever you do that makes you feel good in this moment, okay? So, and just remember to give it to your guides, give it to source energy. Do whatever you feel uplifted to do to continue to create these new doorways, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, thank you. Because you are a creator. You're an extension of source energy. You came here to co-create. You did. So now, moving forward, you might feel like you have all of this extra energy and you're like feeling, oh, I get to do that. I'm going to do that. Looking back at my calendar, looking at my journal, looking back at what works for me and what doesn't. So trying different ways. Trying different ways to help you stay focused and just remember what it is that you want to work on. That's all. So sometimes you want to keep some weeks clear and open. That's all. You just want to keep them clear and open because things could change any time. So it's like you're just stepping back into your power and just saying, I now release any grief to the divine. I am raising my frequencies in vibration, and I'm feeling gratitude for where it is I am. So now I'm going to open up my journal and I'm going to just celebrate a little bit more on what it is that I need to do. So sometimes celebration can come in the form of house cleaning, of, organizing. So if you like to collect a lot of little things, this is where Feng Shui really helps open up, open up things a little bit more. So usually you look here and you look there and you're used to seeing something there and you realize, oh, wait a minute, that changed. Why did it change? And that's another way that the universe is just keeping you grounded too, automatically. But you just want to make sure that you're continuing to write these things down because your guides are really here to help you move forward. So, okay, see you later. Okay, so you got the message there. It is a little warm out here. So I'm out here. I'm outside in the front yard. And it's just beautiful. My husband just mowed the lawn. So there is like a lot of little creatures and bugs flying around right now. So I'm just going to have fun with it, okay? Because usually I would take you guys to the beach, but, It's been a long winter, so this is what I'll have to do for now, okay? But anyways, I love the spring. I'm looking at just a wonderful bed of flowers too. So, excuse me, I just am waiting to go to the nursery, the plant nursery, so I can pick up something extravagant. I don't know, it's just gonna have to grab my attention. So that's what I'm looking for, something to just grab my attention. And I don't know, I know I'm into succulents, but I'm also into the bougainvilleas, the roses, and I have so many poppies and purple and white daisies growing. So now I'm looking for some, I don't know, I feel like I want something like pink, maybe some pink tulips, or I don't know. So the next time I go to the nursery, I'll take you with me. But until then, let's turn it over to Jan's Filler. So let's talk about this book. So I don't know if this one, if you have already. If you don't have it, ask somebody, okay? Ask somebody if they can lend you a copy, or you can go buy it, okay? This one I bought at the bookstore. I forget where I bought it, but I'm sure you could find this online, or try to go to your local bookstore. Okay, going to the local bookstore is the best. Oh my God. It is the best. You know why? Because you get to walk into the bookstore and you just get to, again, whatever catches your eye. So go to your local bookstore. I mean, oh my God. It's so beautiful, you know, to be able to find some books that catch your eye. And pick something up for entertainment too, is what the guides are telling me. Thank you, stores. Thank you, guides. Thank you, Mama Gaia. Okay, so I want to read you. Let me see. Okay, so we're going to look at North Node in Gemini. I'm just going to read to you just a few. Okay. So we're in North Node in Gemini, and this is on page 151, and it's talking about social graces. These folks have been isolated for so long on mountaintops that they have forgotten the nuances of how to relate with others. They can be like a bull in a china shop, rushing to accomplish their purpose with a total lack of awareness of the delicate feelings of those around them. They are unaware of social graces and good manners because they are not used to living in society, where people generally get their way in a manner that evokes the support of others. Caring and taking time And taking the time to not alienate others is valuable, as isolation would create unnecessary obstacles to meeting one's needs. These folks are learning social graces will empower them to live in society and gain the benefits. Okay? So, this is where you want to call on to a mentor. Okay? So, you want to call on to a mentor. You want to talk to your guidance system. You want to allow yourself to express your joy. Okay, so remember, this is the north, what it might feel like. This is the north node in Gemini. So, body language. These folks benefit by being aware of others. Okay, reactions in body language. They are often more intent on their message than on the effect of their words. They may say something and then notice that other person looks shocked. Rather than let it pass, they should check with other person. I noticed that you just stepped backward. Did I say something that hurt or offended you? If the other person says yes, the Gemini North Node could say, well, my intention was not to hurt you. So I think we've had a misunderstanding. What was it you thought I said? Nearly all the problems they have in relationships can be traced back to careless communication. In this lifetime, these folks are learning about themselves and about what it means to be human. As they experience themselves in different situations, their understanding of human nature grows. Moreover, all their different life experiences teach them something about themselves. As they understand themselves more deeply and recognize the contradictions that are part of the human experience, they come to accept the different facets of their own nature. This opens the way to understanding and accepting the contradictions with others, and they are welcomed back into the family of humankind. So the healing theme song, as music is an empowering medium for emotionally supporting us in taking risk, I have written a healing song for each nodal group to help shift its energy in a positive way. So between you and me, the message of this song is meant to effortlessly shift Gemini North Node's attention from their own concept of truth to the bond that they naturally share with those around them. From that base, a joyous combination of mutual understanding and genuine connections with others becomes possible, and they can finally experience the energy of truth they have been seeking. And the selected lyrics here are, between you and me, there's a memory of trusting and being let down in the end. Between you and me, there is misunderstanding ready to come up again. Yet, between you and me, there's a magnet that draws us. Between you and me, there's a path and a promise. Between you and me are the feelings that bond us. Between you and me, there is love. So first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. Between you and me, there is love. So sorry for any miscommunications. I'm sure that we can work on that. Could be the body language, okay? So sometimes we have to release and let go and remind ourselves, God loves me, Source loves me. God loves me, Source loves me. God loves you, God loves you. Woo! Look at it. There's a little spider over here. He's trying to jump in my... Go there, Mama. It's a baby one. It's a baby one. Okay? So now we're going to shuffle some cards and see what the air and fire oracle guidance cards. Thank you so much, Jan Spiller, author of Cosmic Love. You are sacred love. Okay, so here's what air and fire could be listening like. So beautiful out here. Time for creativity. So this could be, as you're window shopping for that next new project that you're working on, or, this is where, when I'm at work, I actually have those little mini water fountains. So it kind of it reminds me, okay, to stay creative, okay? So you can have like a little mini fountain, those little tiny mini ones with the rocks, and you just pour like a little water in there, and it's battery operated, and it just... Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. So that is what they're saying. Time for creativity. Follow where your heart leads. Follow where your heart leads. Okay? So this is not only are you picking up new friendship, but start asking them on dates. Say, can I meet you here? Can I have lunch with you? Don't forget to pick up the phone and say, you know what? I have, don't even tell them what your schedule is. Just say, hey, look, I'm interested in going out on a date or something, and do you think we can talk over coffee, talk over some wine, talk over some tea, talk over some food, or just talk over a water break at a dog park? And the answer is yes. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Okay? So remember, you are enough. And just try not to compare yourself. Okay? Just do the best that you are, the best version of you, so just do the best that you can, that you came to do. Is there any further message on this full moon in Cancer? Yes, okay. And just let your message be heard. Find a balance between Cancer's oversensitivity and Capricorn's coolness. Fear and neediness may now be at play. Fear is debilitating, while neediness isn't usually very attractive. Acting out of fear is a risky response, so if you dwell on your insecurities, what you'll manifest is an extension of those insecurities. The reason why we should face our fears is that in doing so, they often simply dissolve. We don't face them. They can influence us to act in ways we otherwise wouldn't. Which means we can end up manifesting the very thing we're hoping to avoid. To see off the fear that's in you, face it right now. Manifesting balance. Find balance between Cancer oversensitivity and Capricorn's coolness again. So facing your fears, working out where they came from will point you in the right direction and you get into the right mindset. A manifesting ritual for contentment. Add patchouli essential oil to your diffuser or bath. Find a comfortable position and relax with your eyes closed. Call in Selene, goddess of the moon, to guide you. Imagine Selena's energy as a silver beam bathing your entire body and ask her to guide you as you live in tune with the moon. Your manifestation affirmation. I completely love and accept myself as I am. When to manifest your magic? The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Cancer or on a Monday, the moon's day, or during the moon's hour. The full moon in Cancer takes place when the sun is in Capricorn and the moon is in Cancer. Okay, that's good to know. Now let's see what Angel 17 wants to say really quick. As one door closes, another door opens. Angels are with you to help direct your thoughts in a positive way. Thank you, Angel 17. Thank you. Thank you. And if anyone wants to look up what this cat spirit guide means for them, then go ahead and do so. You can do that. And because we had a visitor today, we'll just call it Kitty. Kitty. Thank you, Kitty. So cute. Where is that kitty? Yeah, he left. She left. She was resting under my bench because there's a lot of shade and it's cool over there. So she was resting under the bench, and then I put some little water out there for her, and then she finished her nap and she's gone. So she looked very tired though. So, but she looked like she did her stretching and she did it all, so now she has her energy back, so I'm glad for that. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is I'm going to shuffle a tarot card. Okay, something about the week. Okay, what this week can look like. Also, I think I talked to you guys about this Moonology diary. This is a really good one too. So it will kind of help you as you're making your intentions and doing your prayers and so where are there some important dates? We have the third quarter moon, April 13th, okay? So the astrological energetics pace is picking up right now. Last month we had the moves of mighty Saturn and Pluto into new signs, bringing with them a whole new gust of energy. And this month we move into the first eclipse season of the year. Eclipses are times of high energies, and they often open up portals to change. They used to be feared in the old days, but these days most astrologers will tell you that used correctly, eclipses can help you release the past and step into the future you now know you were born for. Okay, so remember to call in Archaea Shekinah for patience. The good news is that this month's eclipse is a new moon eclipse, which is especially great because it'll more or less supercharge any intentions that you send out to the universe. This eclipse is taking place in the last degree of Aries and is the second new moon in Aries in a row. As you might remember, the new moon was in the same sign last month. In other words, wherever in your chart this new moon eclipse is activating, you're getting a second chance to use it or lose it. Note that the new moon is also communing with Pluto, newly arrived in Aquarius, which means whatever is inauthentic has to go. If you're troubled, seek a win-win outcome and act for the good of all or not at all. And detox your mind, body, and spirit. Be aware that this eclipse could bring up a lot of stuff. That's a polite way of putting it. If you feel as though the ground is quaking this month, know that it's for the best eventually on some level. This month, I will change my life in some way. Leave the past behind and be bold. Okay, so some of the keywords that you wanted to write down, because the full moon in Libra was clearing out these intentions, like helping you understand, weighing your options and looking at other things that Source is helping you understand as you connect to your guidance. So there could be some romantic development. Someone is being stubborn. Compromise is needed. So this is where you may have to find a way to let go and ask your guys, I really don't want to give this up, but is there any way that we can re-energize it so that we can continue to prosper and grow at the level that is needed, because I like being where I am. Okay, so this is where, a girlfriend reminded me of the energy of our clear quartz. Okay, so just remember, if you're going anywhere and you need to do anything, you can bring your clear quartz with you. Okay, and just remember that you are Lady Love. Okay, you're Lady Love. You are the Prince of Peace. That is who you are. You're Prince of Peace. You're Lady Love. You are like this mermaid energy. Sometimes it may feel like a mermaid. Sometimes it will feel like I just need to continue doing whatever it is I need to do, because it's divine. Okay, so this is another, sometimes God will also wake us up and say, okay, honey, time to go. It's divine timing. Make sure you put on a fresh new pair of socks. Come on, because, we have to allow ourselves to fulfill in these moments to understand this love language, which is a principal factor, and sometimes we forget, and then all of a sudden, our guides remind us. Thank you. So this is a very powerful full moon. For a start, it's taking place in the relationship-oriented sign of Libra. So while the sun is in fiery Aries, the moon is... Woo! What is that? That looked big. All the time of this full moon, there may have been a clash between what you want versus what someone else wants. The good news is that Libra is a sign that likes things to be nice. So hopefully you can move towards that if times have been tough. So this is where your guides totally understand, like, what it means for you to be nice. Okay, so we'll just leave it there. One thing that distinguishes this Libra full moon in 2023 is the fact that there are two rather big astrological alignments taking place at around the same time. One is what's called a T-square and the other a grand trine. Put them together and there is a definite feeling of pressure being piled on someone. It could be on you, or maybe you're doing the piling on. But there is also release available. You just have to find out how to let it go. The challenge is that there are very fixed energies around, so you're going to have to be extremely determined to release. Try the following exercise to help. Then use a space on page 105 to write down what you're releasing resistance to. So here the moon is asking to remind us to ask for, there's full moon forgiveness and questions to ask. So any month is a good month to release relationship dramas. But this month's full moon is especially good for that. This is because it's in the relationship sign of Libra. So can you include on your list forgiving someone who hurt you or even someone you love? You can forgive but not forget, so you lose the pain but not the lesson. The full moon in Libra really is one of the best times of the year to move on from a past relationship of hurt. Whether it's with someone who's still in your life or someone you haven't seen in years but still need to forgive, letting go like that will actually free you up. And here you can join Yasmin Boland on Facebook. You can go follow her, as she also has moon messages on her Facebook events. Okay, so that's something you can do. And then you might want to write this down. It says, I forgive and release. And then you can put in what is it that you want to do. What are you resisting? Okay, what do you really want that isn't happening yet? Where do you think this resistance comes from? Okay. What would your life look like if you're willing to release this resistance? And that's where you just give it to your guides. Okay? Just give it to your guides. And how to work with this moon. Just find your star sign or rising sign. Okay? See which house is involved. And then, you can hear she says, talking about going to Aries, 7th house, Taurus, 6th house, Gemini, 5th house, Cancer, 4th house, Leo, 3rd house, Virgo, 2nd house, Libra, 1st house, Scorpio, 12th house, Sagittarius, 11th house, Capricorn, 10th house, Aquarius, 9th house, and Pisces, 8th house. And you can take so just think of this like a little workbook challenge for you. Okay, take a snap picture of it if you can, if you're on your phone, or a screenshot. Okay, so that's going to be good, just to help you kind of get started. Okay. So this week, focus on positivity this week, okay? There should be a lot of it. There should be a lot of it about. Okay, you have Venus moves into Gemini, and then on April 13th, third quarter moon. What are you grateful for this week? Okay, what are you grateful for this week? So again, remember, this could be, just think positive energy. What are you grateful for this week? What made you smile? You know, like, what really helped you say thank you? You know? So you have the third quarter moon, and then, did I put those cards away? Ay, Dios mío. Let me see. There was something about the third quarter moon, wasn't it? Well, let's see. Here, this is where we're going to pull a card. We're going to pull a tarot to see what our guides. Okay, we're going to go to the Oceanic Tarot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me a minute here, please. Thank you. Chulita. And don't forget to take care of your little chulitas, okay? Okay, so any little pets that you have, don't forget to take care of your chulitas, your little babies. Because they love your support, they love your mental support, they love your energy. They love your energy right now. They're even saying thank you. Thank you, Animal Kingdom. So I'm hearing reconnecting with the dolphin spirit. Reconnecting with the dolphin spirit. Reconnecting with the dolphin spirit. And cook. This is where you could be learning how to cook too. Oh, Gemini loves to cook. Geminis love to cook. Oh, yes, they do. They will show off for you, too, so they know how to cook. Ooh, you have the Queen of Swords. Resilience. Oh, I love it when I see this card. Okay, so soul care, star seeds. Okay, remember to connect to your resilience. This is a message for you moon children. Okay? Okay, child of the universe. Moon child. Resilience. Okay, so we have Queen of Swords coming up. Resilience. So this is another air. Thoughts, decisions, and conflict. So the new beginnings here. So you want to watch your words. Okay, I was shown the parrot. I was also shown the parrot. Thank you, Animal Kingdom. So the parrot reminds us also to give praise and to be unique. Basically, you know, you want to learn new things right now. These are new beginnings. So when I think of the parrot, you know, what resilience does a parrot have to even speak, right? But what resilience do you have to get to choose how you want to be thankful, to get to choose how you want to speak, to get to choose this resilience that's coming out of you? And it's like, thank you, you know? Kindness, and this is that North Node of Gemini reminding us that not only are we here to help transition these connections, but whenever you see the Queen in any deck, she's reminding you it's time to stand up. Okay, you don't have to be so wishy-washy about it. Just speak your words and go with the flow, you know. But sometimes we can get a little it's like another suit in your cups, and so now you're speaking more of what is actually taking place, and so then she is helping you. Okay, so this is the act of the grace. This queen is highly intelligent and driven. She commands respect, holds her ground, and puts her interests first. She is charming but does not suffer fools. She can see the truth of any situation in a flash. This card often comes up in a reading to show strong women, business leaders, independent females, and single parents. If she comes up as a you card in a reading, it's time to show your strength of character. So the advice here is be prepared to make a strong decision or to respond to a final decision made by a woman. So we're just working here together, you know, we're working here together. So this is where, you know, I feel like going back to your Sagittarius house and seeing what is it that I need to learn at this time. Okay, since these are new beginnings, how can I use this energy coming forward with resilience? So take time to prepare, and this is what you want to call an Archaea Shekinah, because not only will she help soften the road ahead, she'll remind you to have patience, because you're receiving divine guidance, okay? and our guides are reminding us to have fun. And so I'm seeing a lot of leadership roles here. So this could be a new position at work, independence, the insight of relationships that you're having. It's like, okay, sometimes when we're, the Cancer is very family oriented, and she also loves to know that you're aware. And she knows, right? She knows. And this is where a sign of intelligence is coming up from you. So pay attention more to those synchronicities that you are receiving. Okay, so you have this determination, and whatever it is that you're doing, just know that things are going well. Okay, let's see. Here, I want to bring up the Queen, because I know some of you are probably diving a little deep, doing your shadow work and everything like that, and sometimes during that, we come to take on these courses of, how we study and how we learn things, right? And so we tend to share from other readers, right? So we'll look at, and then a card may come up, right? During a conversation, a card may come up. So we just had the Queen of Swords. So this one, I've used this in one of our past videos. So I'm just bringing her up again, path working and tarot. So while you're, getting your practical advice from your guides, there also will be moments where they remind you that, things are always working out, and so it is. So you just have to trust the process and go back and check your notes. So here we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queens. Okay, Queens. You have now reached the stage of your development when it is time to bring your gifts, talents, and skills to a much bigger audience. Okay, so if you're seeing the Queen in any of your readings, what she really wants to tell you is that you're at a stage of your own development when it is time to bring your gifts. No more practicing in the dark and only showing off to a few close friends. Think of the stage as being dragged out of the shadows of obscurity into the spotlight. Like it or not, none of us who has gotten to this level can escape attention from strangers. When we reach the position of Queen, we must understand that everything we have worked for and everything we have built has not been for us alone. And now it is time to give back. This is not always an easy thing to do, especially for us introverts, who, despite loving coaxing from all four of the queens, will have to be dragged out from under the blanket fort we have built in the corner of our room. In many respects, the queens are here to teach us how to take ownership of what we have created and to stand proud and learn how to take a compliment no matter how uncomfortable. The queens show us how to take our rewards with grace and how to give back with a focused mind, an open heart, a generous pocket, and a true desire to help others. The queens have some of the most extensive networks in the tarot empire. There is nothing and no one these lovelies do not know, and connecting people is one of their favorite pastimes. This is another way you will know when you have entered into the stage of the Queen. You will know people, and not just any people, but people who can make things happen. You will be able to connect people to each other so that they can too advance along their soul paths. The Queens also have a lot of teaching energy around them, and they will impart knowledge, wisdom, and tricks of the trade willingly and without the need for coaxing or scheming. Just know that there will be some sort of payments involved, be it money, time, or whatever else the Queens deem necessary in exchange for the wisdom they share. Does any of this sound familiar to you yet? Have you truly reached the level of Queen, or are you just poking around? You may think you learned these skills while in training with the Knights, but the Knights' range of influence is small compared to the world that the Queens open up for you. Think about everything you have learned thus far and multiply it by 50, because that is growth that happens at this stage. You could say that it is in the court of Queens that you are finally stripped bare of all your foolish and childish ways, and now dressed in the regal robes of confidence, grace, power, and honor. The Queen of Swords is no stranger to quiet, stillness, and alone time. One's best thinking is done in these simple moments. Without distraction and constant interruption, this Queen knows the importance of space and is not at all afraid to let others know when they have had enough people for the day. This Queen understands that the space inside their head is the most important space they have, and is very mindful of the thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that take up occupancy inside of the mind. The Queen of Swords understands how easily you can allow limiting voices the opportunity to grab the mic in your brain. The Queen knows that if you are not vigilant, these scared, frightened parts of the ego mind can end up derailing you from the part you now play in the bigger, broader world around you. The Queen knows that you have not come this far or worked this hard to be so easily misled. Through meditation, the Queen will guide you on how to pluck these nagging doubts and inner critic voices from your mind to free up space for more empowering and life-fulfilling thoughts and ideas. This then allows people, places, and things to line up with ease and grace as you have stilled the ego monster and paved the way for miracles to happen. The Queen of Swords learned back in training as a knight that everything starts in the mind. Every hope, every dream, every doubt, every fear, all seen in the mind. The more intention you give, the faster they sprout. In order for the Queen of Swords to rule, hold court, and be of service, they must constantly be weeding out anything that does not serve their higher calling. Pathwork with this Queen will teach you to do the same. The Queen of this wand is like no other muse you will ever come across. This queen is delightful, playful, desirable, and will literally set your world on fire. The Queen of Wands has gotten slightly better at standing still, though it is still their least preferred option. They have learned that sometimes even fire needs to burn down and smolder for a while. Burning brightly all the time is exhausting, so this Queen has gotten more comfortable with kicking back and taking some downtime, as long as there is plenty of pleasure involved. Being pleasured is one of the Queen Wands' favorite pastimes, and they expect others want to please them whenever and wherever they command. Okay, so we got a little bit into the Queen of Wands hand, but the Queen of Swords, since the Queen of Swords came up, this is what your guides want you to know. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, thank you. coolness. Eh. I'm thinking of coolness, like coolness. I don't know. Maybe coolness sometimes. I don't know, man. Let's go check it out. It's like, hey, it's like you have an idea. Do you know what I was kind of thinking? And be like, oh, I'm glad you asked because I do know something about that. And it's like, you just let that magenta butterfly go and let it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what the Queen is asking of us when you see the Queen of Swords. So now here you have the Ten of Wands, so you're taking responsibility, as of course you need to, right? Giving it up to the North Node, right? So now you're understanding. Okay, there's some coolness at play here. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Okay, you got it. So keep going. Keep doing what it is you need to. Okay, so remember there's a lot of star seeds that are still recovering. There are some star seeds that are recovering from this energy, right? Remember, they're trained for this, for the highest good of all. So sometimes, we could be enjoying this, and then there's like some prolific energy that just comes through. And remember, just chill, cool. It's all right. Things are working out. There's some recovery here, right? So you have that type of order working out for you anyway. So just keep journaling, keep putting it in your diary, whatever it is you need to. If you need to take a step back and edit this or rethink this or write it down like 100 different times or different ways, that's fine. And here we go again. We have the King of the Ocean. The King of the Ocean. And this is order. This is order. King of the Ocean. The father figure of the tarot. The King of the Ocean is the partner of the card, right? So we might say that this energy, he's talking to the Queen of the Swords, right? The Queen of the Ocean. He represents traditional values and the mature man, order, authority, and protection. He reminds us of his once own plan and of his own energy and of his own sovereignty, his regal throne purpose, and will hold fast to his territory. If opposed, he does not take the easy option. He rules wisely and protects those he cares for. The crystal scepter in his left hand symbolizes his power. Okay? So the King of the Ocean is a symbol of order. So if chaos has ruled recently, know that order and balance will soon be restored. If any boundaries have been crossed, you will be able to reassert your territory, and for this reason, he reveals an end to disputes. At home, you'll soon be getting more organized, and at work, good leadership and management reign. As a person, the king is the ideal partner, or he stands for a father or father figure. It's time to get you back to work, finances, or home in order and take control to protect your assets. You have the power. Focus, protection, wisdom, organization, authority, leadership, and boundaries. And within all of this, of course, there's teamwork. And that is the resilience of your beauty. Is that not only do you have resilience, you have grace. And remember, your work, the work that you're doing, your attitude that you're putting into the workforce every day is resilient. Oh. So that's, so you could be feeling a lot of the energy that you're feeling now. So, and the energy that you're feeling now in this Aries season, okay? Because the king also represents order, responsibility, like everything, right? But it also reminds us of the time that we're spending so that we can take order and accountability and responsibility to bring more attention to all the different angles that are continuing to prosper and be abundant. So just take care. We know, like the spirit guides, I feel like want to say, we know that you care enough. We know that you care enough. And so it is, and so it be.